Did anybody realized that within 3 months we will be entering 2024 and 2023 is already going to end? And on the first day of 2023, which just felt like it was yesterday, we made some resolutions, and few of those resolutions or to-do list was to travel to the places that you are never been to. And now you don't even remember that travel bucket list. So I am here to wipe the dust off that bucket list and literally tell you how you can travel to your favorite places without even spending a single penny or a nickel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Isha Rajput. For those who are new, I talk about law of assumption, manifestation, and self-development. If you feel like you are interested in these, stick around and I would love to have you here. So I am going to tell you how you can literally travel to those places that you always wanted to without even spending a single penny. So I'm not going to give you any websites or like give you ideas like hitchhiking or whatever it is. I will not give you those ideas. Instead, you can have a very luxurious travel to the places that you want to. For those who know me and watch my video, you know that how much I follow Neville Goddard's teaching and how he has literally changed our lives. And right now I'll be sharing a small story about how Neville Goddard manifested traveling to Barbados, okay, without even spending any money, because he did not had any money, but he still got there and had a beautiful time, and he had himself shared a story of how he manifested that. So let me just share that story with you guys. So this is a book written by Neville Goddard, which is Awakened Imagination, and in this book he had shared a little story that how he manifested to travel to Barbados and spent beautiful winters there. So it goes like, it was in the fall of 1933 in New York City that I approached Abdullah with a problem. He asked me one simple question: what do you want? I told him that I would like to spend the winters in Barbados, but I was broke. I literally did not have a nickel. So this is Neville Goddard talking to his friend Abdullah, and Abdullah asked him like, what is your problem? And he said that I wanted to spend my winters in Barbados, but I don't have any money to travel there. So in reply to that, Abdullah replied, if you will imagine yourself in Barbados, said he, thinking and viewing the world from that state of consciousness, instead of thinking of Barbados, you will spend the winter there. You must not concern yourself with the ways and means of getting there, for the state of consciousness of already being in Barbados, if occupied by your imagination, will devise the means best suited to realize. So here Abdullah replied to Neville that if you, instead of thinking of Barbados, if you think from Barbados, like as if you're already standing in Barbados, you will be able to go there. You should let go the fact that how you will reach there, what will be the convenience, what are the means that will make you reach there. If you let go, then the universe or the God or any superpower that you believe in will just choose this route that is best suited for your journey. All you have to do is think from the end, not think of the end. He also said that you must imagine yourself right into the state of your fulfilled desire. Abdullah told me and fall asleep viewing the world from Barbados. Neville, from that night onwards, he said that I began right there and then fixing my thoughts beyond the limits of sense, beyond that aspect to which my present state gave being, towards the feeling of already being in Barbados and viewing the world from that standpoint. So what happens here is that Neville Goddard started thinking and fixating his thoughts on the desired end, that is him being in Barbados and having a good time. So From that night and for several nights thereafter, I fell asleep in the assumption that I was in my father's house in Barbados. Within a month, I received a letter from my brother saying that he had a strong desire to have the family together at the Christmas and asking me to use the enclosed steamship ticket for Barbados. I sailed 2 days right after I received my brother's letter and spent a wonderful winter in Barbados. So what happens is, from that night onwards and for the rest of the nights, for several nights, Neville Goddard always fixated his thought that he's already in Barbados for that night and the next nights, and he used to fall asleep in that assumption. What happens is, after few days, like within a month, he received a letter from his brother who was living in Barbados that he wants to have a family get together at Christmas, and he feels so like intensely about it that he himself sent a like enclosed steamship ticket to Neville Goddard. Right after 2 days, he sailed for Barbados, and that's how he went to Barbados. So he says that what he used to do is he used to sleep in my father's house in imagination as though I slept there in the flesh. I fused my imagination with that state and was compelled to experience that state in flesh also. So he says that what happens is his father used to have a house in Barbados. So what he used to do is he used to imagine that he is sleeping in his father's house in his imaginative state. Every night, wherever he used to sleep, only his body was sleeping in that reality, but his mind was sleeping that he is already in Barbados and having a good time. It was so vivid, like this state was so vivid to him. I could have been seen in my father's house had any sensitive entered the room where in imagination I was sleeping. So he was so immensely immersed in that imagination that even if in his visualization, if somebody entered the room, he could literally feel the sensation. He was so immersed in it. A man can be seen where in imagination he is, for a man must be where his imagination is, for his imagination is himself. This I know from experience, for I have been seen for a few to whom I desire to be seen, when physically I was hundreds of miles away. So as you have heard this story, like Neville used to sleep every night in his imagination as if he is already sleeping in Barbados. That's it. That is the desired end, okay? The desired end must be what you want it to be, okay? So you create a mental picture and you feel it by your senses. So how can you travel to your places now? Most of you will have your answers. Like if you want to travel somewhere, all you have to do is every night you fall asleep. Before going to sleep, 5 to 10 minutes prior to falling asleep, not getting on the bed. I don't mean you sitting on the bed and scrolling for the phone next 2 hours. No, that is not what I meant here. The moment you are going to fall asleep, when your eyes is closed and you have no sense left where you are, that kind of sleep, okay? The moment you're about to fall asleep, at that point, you know, like you have 5 or 10 minutes left and then you'll be unconscious for next 8 or 6 hours, how much ever the time you sleep. So what I want you to do is sleep in your imagination that you are in that place where you want to be. Suppose you want to travel to Bali, but you are never able to make it. So what you can do is just Google some places in Bali and look in the interiors of any hotel or anything like you like, even if you don't have the idea. I'm just telling you to get an idea of it. But if you have the idea, just sleep in your imagination as if you are sleeping in Bali and you are having your fun, okay? And fall asleep in that state and practice this routine for like few days until and unless you get a result. He was doing that for 1 month, but I'm not putting any limiting belief on you. And travel to your places. Your manifestation will come true. Yes, it has happened to me. I have manifested a trip to Doda Kishtwar mountains when I didn't even had much money on me to travel to those places. And yes, I traveled in my own car, so it was fun. It works, and I have faith in it blindly. So you can literally just travel to any place by using this assumption. What are you waiting for? You asked for a question from the universe. Oh, I wanted to travel, and here I am telling you that you are able to travel. Only all you have to do is assume that you are in that place, and you don't have to worry about the means. You don't have to worry about the money. You don't have to worry about the efforts. All you have to do is that you are in that place where you want to be, where you wanted to travel. It's that simple. All just keep in mind few things. First is like, decide where you want to go. It's not like you are traveling to Bali and the next moment you're saying, no, I don't want to travel there. Oh, let me just choose Switzerland. No, just be clear where you want to travel first, okay? Then get a desired end. Picture created in your mind, okay? Desired end, okay? The desired end is you getting that stuff, you traveling to that place. Second step. And third is, when you fall asleep at night, every night before falling asleep, 5 to 10 minutes, you have that time before you are falling asleep, like that friction period when our eyes keep opening and they are suddenly closed, like we are just falling asleep. At that time, what I want you to do is just steady your attention at one thought. That is, you are sleeping in that place where you wanted to travel. You're sleeping there, okay? And feel your bed. When I do this, I feel like my bed is different. If I want to travel to some places, I feel like I try to imagine like I'm sleeping in a hotel bed, and instead of the stable, I think like there is a sofa in my room. It's the hotel TV, whatever it is, okay? The tea making kit is here. I feel all those things, and then I fall asleep as if I'm sleeping in the hotel of the place where I want to travel. And I try to imagine it as clearly as possible, as vividly as possible, with the minutest detail possible. Because when you immerse yourself fully, try this out. When you will start imagining as if you are sitting in your favorite travel place, you will actually start to feel it, and your senses will deny that you are living in some other place. And all you have to do is fall asleep in that state and see the magic. See the magic within a month. Keep doing this for at least 1 month, and you can travel to your places. Obviously, we don't want to enter 2024 without creating any specific or any special memories of 2023. So here I am giving you a chance to travel to your dream destinations this year, starting with no money, no worry about money, no worry about time, no worry about efforts. The universe will just figure it out itself. All you have to do is assume that you are already there. So that's all for today. You guys know how much I love you guys. I felt like I should give you a little briefing on how you can travel it, because if I am doing it, why can't you people do? And I'll just dump few pictures where I was and how I manifested that travel. I will just dump those pictures on a post and you can check them out. And that's all for today. That's all. Travel to your places, make some good memories of 2023, and then enter 2024. That's all, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep watching. Bye.